What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is your 413 Radio. This is Dylan Fedora. Joining me is Justin Brooks, Jonathan Peterson, and Mark Burcolt. This is your Pats Nation podcast. Let's do it. Gentlemen, let's hop right into this just to get the painful stuff out of the way.
Yeah.
Injuries, Patriots, all of the above.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the good news is a lot of the, well, not a lot of the guys, but a good portion of the guys that have gotten hurt are going to be ready for the playoffs. Or not, well, not necessarily ready, but back.
I mean, that helps.
Star players.
Because, I mean, Vollmer.
Well, Danny.
Didn't Vollmer not play yesterday?
No.
I don't think he played, because he'll be back. Well, plus you got to take into account they got like 2 weeks off. So, well, kind of. Like 12 days until their next game.
Well, Danny Amendola definitely should be back.
Well, he was back yesterday. You didn't see
much
of him, but
he
was
wasn't
there.
playing a lot.
Yeah.
So he wasn't noticeable out there, which Gronk got, what?
Manhandled.
Targeted once that
Well,
whole
no, he
game?
caught like 2 passes, but, I mean, they handed the ball off so many fucking
It just
times.
goes back to that whole drama that's going on right now about, like, are we throwing games just to kind of, like, get whatever.
Yo, that dude's a beast, though, man.
Bro, I love Steven Jackson.
Did you see him put the freaking hammer down on that one guy? Like, the
Let me
safety
tell you
came
what
down, and
happened
he's just like,
yesterday.
hey, shoulder face.
I actually didn't watch any of the game because I was pretty much passed out because I was on Benadryl all day.
Oh, swag.
What up?
Yeah,
John
no, dude,
apparently
Steven
almost died.
Jackson, man. It was like first and I think they had an offsides penalty, so it was 1st and 5 for the Pats, and Steven Jackson came through like the left side, and the safety came down to help, and the dude did that little real low, put his arms out thing, and Steven Jackson just put his head down, went right through the fucking guy.
Since we're on him,
Wow.
do you think he's going to be as big of a deciding factor as, say, like White? Or, I mean, obviously Lewis is out. No one can really replace him. But, I mean.
Well, I mean, the Patriots, I mean, this season so far, I mean, well, up until the loss of Deion Lewis, but, I mean, we were a dink and dunk team. It was get the ball out in 2 seconds or less, whereas
Is he gonna replace Blunt as our third down, crash through everybody, and get us a first down? Do you think he can do that? Because Blunt has been lazy this whole year. I mean,
well,
Johnny was talking
Steven
about that
Jackson's
earlier,
got a lot
so.
of things to catch up on. Because he's got a lot of work to do in the
Well, he's been here
potentially
for a
5.
week.
Well, I'm just saying, though, if he's going to replace LeGarrette Blount, he's going to have to really show up in the potential 5 games he would be playing on this contract.
Touche.
And it's not even necessary.
Don't hurt yourself, Mark.
Take another sip.
I'm still dead from yesterday.
It's okay.
Yeah. But
Mark,
anyway.
Mark is going to build a huge fan base, whether he's sober or not sober.
Yeah, well, I mean, even if he does play well, it's not a guarantee that he'll be back with us next year.
Yeah, which is true, and that's also something that I kind of mentioned to you yesterday during the game is that I don't think that Blunt's going to be sticking around just because I think once Lewis is healed up and what White's been able to do, I mean.
Well, I think this is also the last year of LeGarrette Blount's contract, and we have guys like Jamie Collins coming up at the end of the year, and we need a guy like Jamie Collins on this roster.
Well, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think the defense is definitely something more that you want to pay attention to than.
Well, the defense this year has been awesome.
We've been
Well,
all
they've
right
been
defense-wise.
solid. Yeah,
I
absolutely.
mean, the front 7 has been ridiculous.
Absolutely. I mean,
Secondary's got some holes, but I mean.
Always does.
Well, yeah, but I
Always
mean,
does.
our front 7 though, man, that's a scary front
That's
7.
what I'm saying, but you don't want to split that up.
Well, yeah,
You know,
exactly.
You want to bring Collins back because he can tackle. He can also go out in coverage. Like that's solid linebacker to have, man.
Oh yeah, there's
Well,
a freak.
Well, I think they're going to focus more on that anyways. I mean, we're pretty stacked with running backs, even with Blunt being out too. So
Yeah,
I mean, nobody's really like a standout star. I mean, going into the season, nobody thought Deion Lewis was going to do anything either.
Well, we also kind of all expected him to get hurt, which
Hey, it turns out he did.
During unfortunate kind of one of those games that didn't really matter. I mean, I guess it mattered, but not like.
you like that.
Redskins, right. I mean, it is what it is. Fuck those guys. It is, I mean, not necessary, but it was a nice whatever.
Yeah.
Not worth the injury in my eyes. What about Jules?
Jules will be back.
Being back in the playoffs, do you think that's going to be a huge turning point, or do you think that's just going to kind of get us back on balance? Because
That's Brady's buddy, man. It's Brady's
yeah, I
buddy.
mean, that's once again.
I mean, I saw
obviously-
videos when I was flipping through Twitter. A couple guys that like actually like actively follow like Pat's media guys, posting videos of like Jules like full speed, cutting, running, stopping, catching, blah blah blah. Looks like Jelly and Edelman.
yeah,
Which-
he's got an extra 2 weeks off anyways.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is good. I think he's going to need it. I mean,
well, I guess
the
Brady's
kid's an
going to need
animal,
it
but
because Brady had an MRI today. He's got a high
sprained.
ankle sprain.
Yeah, scary. That is scary. That's
That's
that
awesome.
Sue hit, right?
Let's not talk about that.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that either. We'll just gloss over that real quick. Like, Brady got hurt. He'll be okay. Next question.
And next question. So yeah, Jules being back, obviously that's going to be a big deal. Hopefully,
Well, yeah, because
he's not too rusty.
it's
Though.
going to be somebody else to cover too. they know it's not just going to be Gronkowski and Danny Amendola.
Exactly. That
I
opens
mean,
that
it
opens
the
all of
holes
them up.
for everybody else on offense.
If Jules is out there, guess what? They'll either be paying attention to him or they don't pay attention to him because they're paying attention to fucking Amendola or Gronk.
And they're going to get smoked.
So, which is nice. So, I mean, with that, besides all the injuries, our shitty O-line, I mean, let's see here.
We couldn't stop the run to save our lives the past 2 weeks.
Couldn't
The
generate a
Jets
run
were
either.
averaging something like 6.2 yards a carry in the first half.
And that goes on the front seven.
Yeah. It's just been a weird change of pace.
I mean, the
kinda
last couple of weeks, I don't know, they haven't really looked like the Patriots anyway.
No, not at all.
Nobody on the Patriots has looked.
No.
No
that good.
drive.
Yeah, nobody. Like it's like just get to the playoffs.
thing. Yeah.
What do you think? What do you
we're
think about the whole
limping.
rumors about Belichick throwing these games? Do you think that's part of it? I mean, obviously,
dude, but that's not Belichick, man. You
No.
know him. He goes out there to fucking kill the other team.
absolutely.
And
Like,
My
if they were gonna
stance on
throw
it
the
too
game-
is if you're gonna throw the game against the Jets, why take the overtime when you're
Yeah,
gonna
yeah. Why
possibly get
put all the
somebody else
effort?
hurt?
Exactly. Why put all the effort into tying the game and all that shit if you're just gonna?
Yeah, just roll over and die.
Exactly. If you're gonna run the risk of getting somebody hurt, try
Just
to
roll
win the
over and
game.
die. It's fine.
Exactly.
And then with Miami,
And even
Could've-
then,
could've
Pittsburgh still
started
had a
Jimmy
chance
G.
after the Pats lost to the Jets. So
Right.
everybody was saying, "Oh, he's going to lose it so the Pittsburgh Steelers don't get in." It's like the Steelers still had a chance.
yeah, there's
I-
still
I mean,
other
then
factors.
they got in.
Yeah, I mean, Buffalo isn't a bad team either. I
No.
mean, they're definitely didn't do what they should have last. Like end of last year, I thought they were going to be nuts this year, and then there's
Yeah.
like, and weird.
That's Rex Ryan getting everyone to drink the Kool-Aid.
Yeah, man.
Well, I'm just saying their defense was sick at the end of last
Oh
year.
yeah, yeah.
And they just
And Tyrod showed up too. Which
he
was,
did better than
he was
than I
definitely
anticipated.
That's because also EJ is just like middle of the barrel, middle lower end of the barrel.
oh, and McCoy getting hurt too. And Sammy Watkins
Yeah.
off and on.
Yeah, Sammy Watkins, man, he was a freaking injury machine this year. He got hurt like 4 times.
Yeah.
I
three
mean, the
times?
NFL was an injury machine this
Oh
year,
yeah,
man.
dude, it was ridiculous. Even the preseason,
Everybody
freaking Jordy
got hurt.
Nelson,
Jordy
done
Nelson,
for the year.
huge,
Like,
yeah.
it's like Jesus, man.
Dude, name a big name. They probably got hurt. This
Oh
year.
yeah,
huge.
Yeah.
Well,
Jamal
Jor-
Charles,
Jordy
Arian
Nelson did-
Foster, which
Mhm.
Arian Foster's always.
Well, he's
hurt,
like the
but
Derrick Rose of the NFL.
He's always hurt.
Nelson didn't even take a snap this year.
But I mean,
Yeah.
Le'Veon Bell was out for the season. Forsett, Joe Flacco, like
Yep.
everybody.
Yeah,
got
Terrell Suggs.
Your whole fantasy team.
Well, the Terrell. Yes, poor Johnny and his fantasy football. Pour one out for John's fantasy team. because he killed everybody.
Watch, John's gonna come back and crush us next year in fantasy, dude.
Yeah, that's.
I mean,
Just
my team would have
undefeated.
crushed all of you
Yeah.
had they not all been hurt.
Been crushed.
Literally, they all got hurt, and that's what happened.
I cursed you for not trading. Fuck you.
and actually,
Well, didn't you want Arian Foster?
Didn't you win out on
I just
that?
wanted Arian Foster just because.
Because
but
you
then
wanted
he
somebody to
didn't
get
trade
hurt
to
on your
me
roster.
out of spite. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna curse you with everything I got.
Honestly, dude, he did you a favor.
Yes, you know, at
did you
the
a
end,
favor.
of course, hindsight, you're just like, oh, okay, cool. But
Yeah,
well,
he did you a huge
speaking
favor.
of crushing, let's get to this playoff picture right here
Mm-hmm.
and some predictions here. I guess I'll just go around the table, starting with Marky. Out of these teams, sir, who are you thinking is taking some W's? Who you think's going to be showing up to play?
Kansas City definitely.
They're going to kill the Texans, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kansas
I
City's
would-
been
I
on a
wouldn't-
hot streak.
I mean, I
man.
wouldn't say kill, but Kansas City will
They've
probably
been on a
win.
hot
Yeah.
streak.
What was it? You said
Well-
8 games in a row they won, and no one paid any attention to that?
Oh, yeah.
Kansas
Yeah,
City's
yeah.
just
Eight or nine.
they're
Dude,
done.
Alex Smith is a beast.
Yeah,
dude.
they're
I was
done.
astonished when
Yeah.
the 49ers were like, nah, here's the door.
Then well, I think
like,
Houston
okay.
put up like what 3 or 8 points this week.
They destroyed Jacksonville. Weren't
Oh,
they facing
oh, yeah,
Jacksonville?
yeah,
They
no,
won
no,
some
it was
six,
Jacksonville
some
that, like,
Yeah, they
28 to
murdered
6.
Fucking
Jacksonville.
blowout.
Which is like typical Texans fashion. They show up and then other games they just kind of they're not doing anything at playoff. I mean, let's face it, the Texans are just like a roadblock.
Dude, they always do this. So they get
They
into
are.
the,
Same
they
thing
always,
though. They don't have anybody. Who's their quarterback?
Brian Hoyer.
Okay, he's a backup quarterback.
Dude, he was trained by Tom
And
Brady.
he was
though.
also hurt. So who is his backup?
Tom Brady.
And who is his backup? Nobody knows
Tom
who
Brady's
the
just playing
Texans
for everybody.
quarterback was this year. So I mean,
True.
Yeah,
they've
Tom
done
Brady's
a
designated
lot.
QB for every team in the NFL.
Pittsburgh,
they would only be so
Cincinnati,
lucky.
though. That's going to be a good game.
Yeah,
I think.
I was going to say, don't sleep on the Bengals. I know, Justin, that you've said this almost every year about them playing big games, especially playoffs, that the Bengals. But that's...
Well, dude, Andy Dalton doesn't win playoffs.
I was going to say Dalton's not in, though.
Well,
'cause
that's
he's
the
still
thing,
out.
though. But the thing is, AJ
But is
McCarron's
AJ
played,
McCarron
what,
gonna
2
win?
games
Yeah.
in a Bengals
But
jersey so
AJ
far?
McCarron
Not-
won it all.
Not saying
Sorry.
that the
In college.
Steelers
Forgot
are going to
That sounds so well for people, right?
Because the Steelers, without a doubt, have the best wide receiver core. They're insane. They're scary.
Cincinnati's
Roethlisberger's
defense
wide
is
receiver
definitely going to have to show
core.
up.
If the Steelers do
for any
anything
kind of
on
a chance.
defense, they win that game.
Yeah.
If they do anything,
I mean,
on
the Steelers
defense.
can put up points, but their defense has to stop the other team from matching
that's,
them.
Do you think they're getting crushed? Do you think Cincinnati's getting crushed?
No, I'm just saying Pittsburgh has to do something on defense. If they don't do anything on defense,
Because,
it's gonna
dude,
be a
Cincinnati's
shootout.
got AJ
They got
Green.
weapons. Yeah, AJ
and,
Green's
what,
nasty.
Gio.
Gio's
Yep.
sick. Jeremy Hill is good. He just
Yeah.
hasn't had the year for it.
Do you think it's
Well,
gonna be?
yeah.
Do you think it's gonna be a defense game, or do you think it's just
Well,
a
hasn't he
shootout?
been running behind Gio all year anyway? Yeah.
It's more than likely just going to turn into a shootout.
Shootout.
I mean, look what Pittsburgh in the Denver when they played a few weeks ago. I mean, Pittsburgh could get the points, but they couldn't stop anything.
True. Steelers' defense this year has been kind of shady.
Is very, very holy.
Yeah.
It's not.
Well, that's
What
what
did-
happens when
actually,
you
what
lose,
did
like,
I hear about,
Polamalu and
didn't,
everyone.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
what's
their whole
his name?
secondary
D'Angelo
is,
Williams?
Yeah,
Did
D'Angelo
he
running back.
Is he injured now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he should be back. I think.
Do you think he'll be back for the playoffs? That'll be
I think-
huge.
I think so. That
Imagine
would be huge.
he was that first game that we faced them. He was fucking rolling over us, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Destroying
Our
us.
defense also didn't have their legs under them yet. They hadn't gelled as a unit. It was our first game of the
You're
year.
right. Our defense has like stepped up
Still.
immensely.
170 yards.
Oh, yeah,
It was
dude.
pathetic. It was laughable
it was
how
nuts.
bad he was
But
crushing
that was
us.
also back when our offense could put up a touchdown in like 48 seconds.
Once again, Julian Edelman.
Julian Edelman, Deion Lewis, blah, blah, blah.
Okay, well, obviously this game was really, I don't think, any competition. Green Bay Redskins. I think we all kind of are.
I mean,
On the same page.
NFC, both of those games this weekend, we all know who's winning them. There's no way Minnesota.
But I want to
is
see
gonna-
Kirk Cousins do the whole.
Si-
You like that?
Side note, though, Green Bay has been playing like absolute shit.
Yeah. No, they have.
Garbage time.
So
Like,
They're-
what
yeah,
Washington
I mean, they've been really
could
really
sneak out
bad.
with a win.
you think Washington could
They,
sneak
they,
out
they,
with a win?
I think they could.
Mark's bold predictions.
Redskins all the way.
Okay. So we have one Redskin over here. Okay, I respect it.
Well, not really a Redskin, but I mean,
What- okay.
Washington's been on fire last 3 games.
But who have
I
they
don't
been
know.
facing?
Yeah.
Who have they been
yeah.
facing? They faced what was it? Eagles last game that got them into this. Yeah, they beat the
Yeah.
It's
Eagles.
a divisional
Yeah.
game. They always
Well, dude,
play
the
good
NFC
in that
East is
division,
a
but
joke.
That
Like,
whole division is shit.
Everybody, like
Horrible.
every coach in that division is getting fired. Chip Kelly, like a week ago. Tom Coughlin fired today.
They beat the
Tom
Cowboys
Coughlin did-
34
yeah,
to
he-
23 this week.
Who did?
The Redskins. They beat the Cowboys 34 to 23. The Cowboys are a joke.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Cowboys are laughable.
Yeah.
I mean, even with Tony Romo.
Is the game gonna be? Is the game gonna be in Lambeau though?
No, it's in DC
Oh,
because
Oh, Redskins are home.
we'll see, dude. Because
Yeah.
the Packers
Okay, so that
have
might
been
play a
Packers
factor.
have been shaky this year on the road.
Packers been
Yeah,
shaky.
well,
Well, I mean they've been
Well,
shaky,
even
but I
at
mean
home,
you know,
because
when they're in
what, they
Lambeau,
just
though,
played
that's a
Ar-
huge boost. for them.
Arizona at home and lost.
Who's that?
Green Bay. Didn't they just play?
Didn't Arizona just face the Seattle Seahawks?
Well, no, he's talking. He's talking about a couple weeks ago
Yeah.
when
Oh.
Green Bay played the Cardinals. The Cardinals fucking destroyed them.
The Cardinals are nasty. They're gross. I
Yeah.
mean, I guess that leads us to our next one. That's a good little segue for the Vikings and the Seahawks. Seahawks started off like shit this year, and then all of a sudden they discovered themselves again, and now they're scary as fuck again. So
They got rid of
Nah.
Jimmy Graham. Jimmy Graham goes down. Seahawks started winning every game.
Yeah.
I mean,
They're not-
they
they're-
lost 2
they're-
weeks ago.
they're
right,
not a
to the
tight
Ra-
end
to the
team.
Rams. No, I mean,
Jimmy
it's
Graham's
not
a
in their
pussy
game.
though.
Jimmy Graham should
He's-
just come here.
I mean, I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Goddamn.
Get rid of Scott Chandler, put
Yeah.
him in there.
Oh yeah.
Woo,
The thing
look
is,
at those
you're
vibes.
not going to free up the space with
No
Scott
way.
Chandler
He's
to get
too-
a guy like Jimmy
Nah,
Graham.
he's too much money.
I don't even know why Jimmy Graham left to go to Seattle.
He was perfect with the Saints.
Oh, wasn't he a free agent?
Yeah,
I guess the
but-
Saints. I think the Saints just weren't giving him what he wanted for cash.
No, the Saints
No, they
dumped
traded
everybody.
for him, didn't they? That was a trade.
Yeah,
Oh, who the hell did St. Louis get? Or,
Max Unger.
St.
Or
Louis.
think-
just New
I think
Orleans.
they got.
Well,
I got
St.
the
Louis got a new
center.
stadium.
yes.
They're working on it. They're working on it. They got a new
And a
stadium.
permanent field trip.
Yay.
Every game's a road game now.
So is that going to be an easy game for Seattle? I mean, the Vikings have shown up a few times.
I mean, dude, the
Obviously-
Vikings have potential. I mean, the Seattle Seahawks, they don't look like they did last year. I'll give it that. They don't look like they did last year. They're
Now they do.
But dude, it's just one of those things.
Especially going into they were in Arizona yesterday too. It's not like they were in Seattle.
Well, dude, Arizona though was
Arizona beat them in Seattle.
Well,
yes.
but Arizona was. Well, Arizona were they even playing for anything yesterday?
No.
Okay, then they probably didn't even have their starters.
I mean, if
I'm sure Fitz probably wasn't in there.
if the
Palmer
Panthers
wasn't
lost,
in there.
they could have had the number 1 seed if they won.
Yeah,
but that also being said, Panthers weren't going to lose.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, those guys.
How about Atlanta? 20-14.
Thank God.
Man.
But
Dude, they were beating up the Panthers.
Check this out. So now Atlanta stops the streak. So ESPN doesn't have that to talk about. But then all of a sudden, their golden boy comes back. Mr. HGH comes through and
nice
saves
transition.
the day.
Nice transition, Dylan. I see where we're going.
Unbelievable, dude. I've been wanting to talk shit about it. You know what,
All right,
dude?
well,
I'm not gonna.
But wait, before we go forward, so we're all taking Arizona, right?
You know what, dude? All right, so. We're just gonna sit here and say Seattle's gonna beat the Vikings. I think it's gonna be a super close game. That's what I'm gonna say for that. I think the Vikings are gonna.
I think
beat
Seattle
them up.
is gonna beat them, but I want Minnesota to win.
Of course, we all do. Fuck
yeah.
Seattle.
But it's not even
I'd rather
AD all day, baby.
that'd be beautiful. That'd be a beautiful thing. Because imagine that the Seahawks going to the Super Bowl
3 years, dude. If they, that's the thing. If
they'll definitely
if the
beat
Seahawks win, then they got the Panthers, which that's gonna be tough for the Panthers to beat.
Yeah.
You know, like. Panthers, if they're going to make the Super Bowl, have a tough road to get there.
Newton will destroy Russell Wilson any day.
Here comes the Carolina fanboy.
I am not a Carolina fanboy. I will admit that I am a Cam Newton fanboy, though, and I've been for a few years now before he started showing his true potential.
Cam Newton is the team.
Yeah, who else is? Name 3 other players on the Panthers.
Norman
Luke
is the new
Kuechly.
Sherman, and then Benjamin, who will be in next year.
I
will
know
be even
that their
better.
coach looks like a porn director.
Luke Kuechly is their J.J. Watt. So
Am I wrong though?
Wait, what?
Ron
you
Rivera
guys
looks like
forgot
he
Olsen?
directs like shitty porn movies.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
which is
that's,
their whole
that
offense.
is my only complaint, Mark, about Cam Newton is that he does not pass to that man enough. Because Greg Olsen is elite. He is their Gronkowski, and he does not pass to Greg Olsen enough. And that has always been my complaint about that. He does not utilize him, and that pisses me off. And it, definitely last year because I had fucking Greg Olsen in my fantasy league and I barely got any points. But
Yeah,
that's what it is. Okay, so Seattle's taking it, Green Bay's taking it, Kansas City's taking it, and then the Steelers, which means that we get the Steelers, Denver gets Kansas City, Panthers get Green Bay, and the Cardinals get Seattle. Let's just run through this quick. Denver versus the Chiefs. Is Peyton Manning beating the Chiefs or not?
I'm gonna say the Chiefs beat Denver. If
Is
Brock
Ma-
Osweiler
wait, is-
plays and looks like he did yesterday, Chiefs are gonna walk away with that.
So you're saying they're going to put Osweiler in over Peyton Manning?
I have no fucking
way.
clue.
There's
And-
no way. There's no way, man.
They want
Yeah.
that.
I mean, Brock Osweiler's a backup. He hasn't done anything spectacular this year.
Well, he's
No,
done.
but
He's
he
played,
hasn't-
he's
he hasn't
played better than
blown
he's played
games,
better
but-
than Manning.
I mean,
he's got him
Manning
wins.
came
He's
in
got him
and-
W's.
Manning came in.
Yeah.
What did Manning do yesterday?
Played against the Chargers.
Okay. Fair.
Like,
I wish we had a soundbite for something like money or something going on right there. This is the start of our new show, so we don't have the sound effects yet. But I
Fair.
promise next time he says that, boom, it'll happen.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have. You're saying Kansas City is
Yeah, I'm
beating
gonna say
Denver.
Kansas
What about
City.
you,
Kansas
Johnny? You
City's
think
gonna win.
Kansas City is going to pull it off?
I mean, they could. They already did it once.
Yeah.
I mean, was that was in my.
Do you think it's going to be?
No,
What's
no,
the
they
deciding
played at
factor?
Arrowhead.
That was an Arrowhead.
What do you think the deciding factor is going to be? Do you think it's going to be because of the Broncos playing like shit, or because Kansas City is just going to show up like they did for these other games?
I mean, Kansas City's gonna have to show up big because the problem isn't gonna be offense, for Denver. It's gonna be can Kansas City not turn the ball over because Denver's D is sick.
Denver's defense, exactly.
Denver's
yeah,
D
but,
is sick.
yeah, but on the flip side, can Denver not turn the ball over too?
Right.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, if
you're
if-
right. No,
if
you're
you're
right.
gonna throw a pick six every 4 plays, then yeah, Kansas
Who's going to
City's
throw more
smoke
picks,
them.
Osweiler or Peyton? I mean, now that Peyton's on drugs,
If they knock Peyton
Who
once,
knows?
dude,
you know,
Peyton's on drugs.
all the HGH. Okay, so we
Come
got.
on,
What do you got, Johnny?
He's innocent.
What in KC Denver?
Yeah, what do we got?
I gotta go Denver, man.
We're gonna go
I
Denver.
don't think KC
I
can
got
pull it
Kansas
off.
City.
You got Kansas City. Okay, I unfortunately, as much as it hurts me to say this, because I'm hoping. I just want Peyton Manning to get arrested for something. I just want him to get arrested for something, but.
What's he gonna get arrested for? Doing horrible pizza commercials?
Just something.
Dude makes me almost want to stop eating pizza.
Just something, dude.
Yeah,
But I
there's,
think-
there's
I think
enough.
Denver's
There's enough
gonna
good
take it.
pizza to counteract.
But
the
this is what I'm
shitty
saying.
fucking
I don't
commercials,
eat
though.
Papa John's for that reason.
I
Thank
don't-
God there isn't
I've
one
never
around.
had Papa John's. I live in Chicopee. There's a Papa John's minutes from my house. You know where I
Is
go?
there really?
Yeah.
Huh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
now you
guess
do.
what?
Don't go there.
I'm not gonna.
No,
not
I
going
go to this
there.
place called Boston Bay. They got really good pizza there.
All right.
I
Fair
will
enough.
Free
say
advertising.
that Denver's going to take that win, unfortunately. But that's what's to be expected. So without us being complete homers and as partial as we can, well, as yeah, Patriots, Steelers. I mean, obviously, all of us want to say the Patriots, but
I mean,
the Steelers.
I think that the Bengals are going to win this game.
Okay.
And not even be in it.
Okay.
Maybe
Manning
the Browns
throws-
come in
this
out of
Peyton Manning
nowhere.
throws 9 picks during
Okay,
the
John.
Patriots Pittsburgh game.
Okay, John. So who wins, Patriots or Bengals?
I mean, it's Pats, man.
Peyton Manning.
I can't go against that.
Okay.
I mean, it's going to be a high-scoring game, I think. That's the problem. So the Pats going to have to find their offense.
Jules will be back, which is a huge
I
plus.
think Butler will eat them passes up from that backup quarterback there, because I don't know, man.
I will say this,
think
AJ,
we
you
have
guys
good
ever
aerial
seen-
defense?
You guys ever seen AJ McCarron's mom?
No.
Milfalicious fresh.
Oh, word. Okay. Okay.
All right,
Now
Sidebar, just
we
throwing
have
that out there.
We have
I mean, it's going
the
to be
Bengals game.
No, it's going to be Pittsburgh and no. There's no way Bengals are going to beat Pittsburgh.
Okay, so
it's Pittsburgh and New England, and
the Pats take it.
the Pats are going to take it. It's going to be a shootout. That's going to be the
But
problem.
barely, though, right?
Yeah,
I'm assuming that's what
by-
we're all going to say is that
Yeah, I'm not
we're
gonna say,
beat the
like,
Steelers, but
54-10.
Less than a touchdown.
Yeah.
Less than a touchdown.
we're probably going to be
34,
bleeding. We're
30,
gonna be bleeding and
28,
broken a
24
little bit.
type thing.
Well, we're definitely gonna have to bring our run stop if Williams is gonna be in, because
Or just break his ankles, whatever. Aim
Or
low.
That's dirty.
Or Butler's going to have to grow a few inches. I love that man to death, and he's got ups, and the dude's crazy. But that first game against Antonio Brown, he was putting everything he had into it, and he still came up short.
Dude,
Antonio Brown caught a ball around this
best
dude's head.
receiver
Well, dude,
in
Antonio
the
Brown, even when he's
Yes.
triple covered, he's just like, yo, check this out.
Yes, Antonio Brown is nasty. That's
Yeah,
actually
best
that's
receiver in the league.
that's going to be our next segment, actually. But let's finish up this playoff. So Panthers and Green Bay, who's got it? I'm going to say it right now. Cam Newton is going to destroy Green Bay.
He's not going to destroy him, but he's going to beat him.
Okay, so you're taking Carolina?
Yeah.
Okay, Johnny, who you got? Carolina, Green Bay.
Dude, I mean, I think it's going to be
the black sheep.
Carolina and the Seahawks, bro. Because if the Seahawks win, they're the lowest seed, so they're
Well,
going.
For
Yeah.
for their after Green Bay beats Redskins, they're going to be facing Carolina, is what I'm saying. Is who's got that game before the actual final before the Super Bowl? Who's deciding that? Do you think that Carolina's going to beat Green Bay or?
No, that's the thing though. If Seahawks win, they're playing Carolina no matter what, because they're the lowest seed.
Seahawks are the lowest seed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
They lost a lot of fucking games this year,
Really?
man.
Oh,
Lost
wow.
a
I
whole
did not
lot of
know that.
games.
Spoiler
Okay.
alert.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No
like,
kidding.
they lost
Okay.
No, that's the thing. Like if the Seahawks win, which they're going to beat Minnesota.
Yeah.
I don't.
The
care
Seahawks
what
are
these
like-
realize they were
guys
the
say.
No, dude, the
lowest.
Seahawks are like middle of the pack in the NFC.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
well, that,
Yeah. So then it's
that-
going to be
they
Seahawks.
went into
I
their
mean, they're
Carolina,
not
and
they're
that's
not the
gonna be a tough
NFC
game.
East, but they're right above it.
okay. So then,
know,
yeah,
man.
my bad about that. I did not realize they were the bottom seed. So Carolina Seahawks. Then who's got that?
I mean, the Seahawks have the experience there. That's going to come in the playoffs,
Yeah.
man.
I'm
That's going to
probably
be the
gonna go
thing.
with
I'm
the
going to go.
Seahawks.
Seattle's looking sick right now.
Okay.
And
I
they
don't
had,
know,
like
man.
Johnny said, they got way more playoff experience.
I don't know. It depends on
Close,
how
close,
Car-
closer blowout.
No, it should be close.
Close.
What,
I don't-
Carolina and Seattle?
Yeah,
that'll be
that should be
close.
real.
That'll probably be
34,
a really good
31,
game.
Like
That'll be a sick
34,
game,
31
actually.
type thing.
What do you think?
I'm gonna have to take Carolina on that
Good,
one.
good, because I'm going to take Carolina too.
I'll join your
Alright.
bandwagon.
Table
How's it
divided.
over here?
Fanboys.
How do you think it is over here?
A table divided.
We're not fanboys. We just like Cam Newton.
Guys, stop. He handed me a ball at the stadium. Actually, he handed it to someone else. I stole that ball.
That sounds like
Handed
you.
someone a ball and I stabbed him in the parking
Give me
lot.
that ball. Give me that ball. Actually, speaking back to what Johnny was saying, this little segment I wanted to do, because
What about
How to
Arizona Green Bay?
Arizona Green Bay. Who do you think got it?
I'm glad we
Patriots.
just totally ignored that whole thing
Patriots win
because
that
we
game.
all know Arizona's going to win that
Arizona is going to destroy them, and that is
Absolutely.
a fact. Unfortunately, Aaron Rodgers, I love him and I respect him as a player, but I've always thought that his praise has been overrated. He crumbles, and it's proven. I know he doesn't have what's his name, Jordy Nelson, but dude, he's just the team is just not good, and that's like I was telling you, Johnny, actually earlier today. Last year, the Seahawks got to the Super Bowl that I don't think they deserve to be at because Green Bay crumbled in the playoffs like that. So that's mine on there. Arizona, I think, is going to kill them. I think we can all agree with that.
Well, I
Yeah.
just hope Fitz shows up.
Fitz always shows up, in my opinion.
I'd like to see him win a Super Bowl.
I think he deserves the Super Bowl.
He got robbed against the Steelers.
Yeah.
Sorry, Joe.
Yeah.
Hate to say it.
Okay,
no, you
so
don't.
now,
I mean, no. I
speaking
that was
speaking
a
of
great
Fitz,
catch
those
by
guys.
Heinsberg. Was
Sorry-
a great catch by
Sorry,
Heinsberg.
was.
sorry, not sorry. But next segment actually. Speaking of
Peyton's a huge
Fitzgerald,
fucking cheater, asshole, fuckface.
no, that's gonna be the next segment for the
Okay.
next like however long we do this. But
Sun's gonna be up like, oh fuck, this podcast is 9 hours long.
I put this on Facebook the other day, and I got a lot of different discussions about it. Obviously, I'm just super opinionated and I'm a dick, so I didn't really care what anyone else had to say. But I put my top 5 wide receivers this year, and I am kind of curious as to what everyone thought. I have obviously
Where are
Antonio.
we starting? 5 or 1?
We're gonna start with well, how do you want to start? I started with 1.
Countdown from 5.
So
You start with 5.
You want to start with
I'll
5?
start with 5.
Okay,
5's good.
cool. So let's see here. We got our thanks to Mark and our little homework thing. We got our top 10 right here. But
He's so fucking proud of himself. Look at him over there.
I wish you guys
So
could see his smile.
I do not
He's glowing.
buy the stats, though.
He's glowing.
I do not buy these stats.
Fabricated.
Because
Mark puts Tom Brady as the number 1 receiver in the NFL. 60 touchdowns.
You saw that pass, though?
60 touchdowns.
What, you guys didn't see that 40-yard bomb to himself?
All right, so let's see here. You know what? I'm going to go with, for mine, actually, yesterday was Julio Jones is number 5, which I got a lot of flack for. But what do you guys think for Julio Jones is 5?
That's definitely low for Julio Jones.
Yeah,
I think.
that
Yeah.
dude's a fucking beast.
I mean, my number 5, I'm gonna give it to Allen Robinson, dude.
Oh,
Dude's
yeah.
been killing it this year
Yeah.
on a not so great Jaguars team.
well, then, Bortles is getting
Bortles
better.
been doing all right.
Yeah, he's been
no,
doing all
absolutely,
right.
But,
But,
it's the
I mean, Allen
Jaguars.
Robinson has been ripping shit up.
He's been
He's tearing
doing
shit
some
up.
big things.
So that's
For
who
sure.
you that's
That's-
who you take at 5?
I think that's not my number 5.
On Facebook with all the little peasants that were yelling at me, they were mad at me because I didn't put Hopkins at least.
Well, dude, you're
Dude, that's
starting,
the thing,
starting
like,
an internet fight.
For me,
basically. You
it's
talk
between
sports,
it's
a
between
blood fight.
Robinson and Hopkins, and I don't know. I mean, Hopkins deserves it, I guess, more. But
Yeah.
I guess I don't have Hopkins on my fantasy team this year, so
Yeah.
We didn't see those points rolling in. I just know that I
Who had Hopkins?
I did.
Oh yeah, okay. I was gonna say
and
somebody.
I remember
Jerk.
what was it, Mr. Richard had Julio Jones, right?
Yeah, he shit all
Dude,
over my
Julio
lawn.
And
Jones
he just was
is-
murdering everything.
that's
so,
what I'm saying.
Dude,
Julio
Eric's
Jones,
first game, Julio Jones put up like 40
Right,
something freaking
it's dumb.
points.
It's dumb.
ridiculous.
Julio Jones
Julio
is
Jones, top 3, no doubt.
Oh,
he's
dude, Julio
good,
Jones is
no
nasty.
doubt.
Dude's nasty.
he's good. The only reason I put him at 5, and I just want to explain each one of my things, just so you guys don't like hate me, just like the rest of the internet.
I hate you regardless.
True.
You're the worst.
Julio
Ghost
Jones,
time.
and obviously the Falcons is kind of. I don't want to say it's all Julio Jones' fault, but the team crumbles once again. Like it's a Green Bay thing. So they went from being elite, and Julio Jones went. Like there were some games where he just wasn't doing anything.
When was Atlanta like elite?
First 5 games.
I was
Exactly.
gonna say
Well,
the
they do
beginning
that
of the
every year,
season.
though.
Yeah, that's
They do
true.
that every year. They
Well,
like
not
they
last
win.
year, but
Well, yeah, but I
last
mean,
year
they
they went
usually-
2
numbers.
12.
Yeah, but they're like you
Justin,
know,
look at the numbers that Julio Jones was doing, though.
Well, no, I'm just
and
saying.
then all of a sudden it went from this and then just
Well,
plummeted
dude, I had
down.
Devontae Freeman. He was putting up 38 points a week for me in my fantasy league.
And
And then
then
the last like
it
6
stopped.
weeks, it was just like 12.
And like I said, I don't want to
Nine.
blame Julio
like-
Jones for that, but I think that does play a factor because that brings me to number 4. Actually, it's going to be number 4 and 3, but I'll start with 4, which is Fitzgerald, where he can rally. I think Fitzgerald's a solid 4, and I'm a fan of Fitzgerald and of the Cardinals. I can respect both of them.
I can't put him up that high just because of the amount of people that are out that should be up that high. I can't do it.
But,
Yeah.
but okay, so
he
let's
can do it.
factor. This is all I want to do before you. I'm going to let you guys take this one, but
You say like Allen Robinson,
Fitzgerald
5A,
is older.
Fitzgerald 5B.
No, I'd say Allen Robinson and DeAndre Hopkins 5A and 5B.
I just think Fitzgerald
I agree
is
with that.
still elite, and he's older, and he's still playing just as good as these other guys. So I mean, it's one of those things you have to play a factor in. That does play a factor. Absolutely plays a factor in it because he's still smoking these fools and putting up these points
Dude,
and
Larry
winning
Fitz is a
winning
beast,
games.
but-
Yeah,
He's winning games.
Dude, I think Fitz has gone like 6 games without a touchdown, unless he just got one this week.
There's no way that he went that many games without
Well,
getting
he
a
didn't
touchdown.
get a touchdown this week, right?
Dude,
Who got that
he's been
touchdown?
on a scoring drought.
So they got
Probably,
one touchdown this week and then missed the extra
Well,
point.
that was the Seattle game where
But
no
Mo-
one was doing anything.
well.
Floyd or Brown probably got the touchdown. Those have been their scoring guys.
But there's no way that Fitzgerald went without 6 games without at least getting a touchdown. All I'm saying is that he's clutch.
No, he did actually. That was his touchdown this week.
Was what?
Larry Fitzgerald had the one touchdown that the the Cardinals scored was Larry
Yeah.
Fitzgerald.
Well,
so.
I mean, besides, I mean, they still got destroyed. But the point is that Fitzgerald's clutch and that you can rely on him. He's got ups, he's got height, he's got strength. For being his age, dude, I think he's a solid 4, and I think it makes sense. Next guy, I think, is the same thing, but he's just a little bit better, and that's why I have him above Larry. It's Brandon Marshall. And
Oh, he was on your fantasy team.
he was on my fantasy team. He was on my fantasy team. Now, once again, hear me out, and I didn't really give you much chance to talk about Fitzgerald because fuck you guys. But Brandon Marshall, look at the quarterbacks he's been with. Look at the teams he's surrounded himself with, and look how good he makes those quarterbacks look, and look at the points he consistently puts up all the fucking time. Brandon
It's
Marshall
always
is
been
elite.
Jay Cutler, except for that little stretch in Florida he had. The rest of it was Jay Cutler.
Jay Cutler. Say that name again.
Oh, I know. I'm not saying Jay Cutler's good.
Best quarterback ever.
Exactly.
Unless you're talking to Justin.
Jay
Dude,
Cutler.
he's the best.
And he still made the Bears look halfway decent. That was all Brandon Marshall. You can't deny it.
I mean, Alshon Jeffrey was pretty good last year, too.
Yeah.
Up in the air. I mean,
Yeah, but I mean, without Brandon Marshall, yeah. I mean, obviously this year
he kept them in
nothing.
games consistently, and that's
absolutely.
the reason.
I'm not going to deny Brandon.
Not as much as Forte.
I would
though.
put Brandon Marshall at number 4. I'd put him right around 4.
Okay, so you're putting Brandon Marshall at 4, and also playing on the Jets. And I'm Fitzpatrick. He's not like Cutler bad, but he's also not like great.
He's
But
very inconsistent.
Look where he once
He is
again
a very
passing to
streaky
Marshall.
He's a
quarterback.
very streaky quarterback.
But
he was
he-
streaky in
It
Buffalo.
doesn't
Yeah.
matter because
streaky
he
in
can be
Houston.
streaky
Well, dude,
and
he
he's
used to be
still winning
terrified
them
to play
games.
the Pats in Buffalo, dude.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God! When he'd come here, man, every pass like throw it away, get
Yep.
crushed. He was terrified to play the Patriots.
I don't know.
Well,
I
I
think he
can't
played pretty
imagine
well
why.
this season, though.
Who's
Yeah.
that, Brandon Marshall?
No, Fitzpatrick.
No, he's played really
He
well.
did, but do you think that was because had a lot to do with Marshall?
Well, yeah.
I mean, having good weapons.
I think it has
helps.
like
Eric
90% to
Decker-
do with Marshall.
Eric Decker's a
I
good
think that's-
receiver too.
yeah.
Revis wasn't doing that much this year.
Nah, dude. Even the beat reporters in New York are saying that Revis looks like shit this year. Not
Yeah.
like shit, but he's on the downward.
Well, did you
he's on
see
the
him get
downside.
smoked yesterday?
That's what I'm saying.
I
He's there
didn't
for a
watch the
check.
game.
Sammy Watkins left him in the dust.
Well, Sammy Watkins is also fast as a
Well,
motherfucker.
that's true.
But
Okay.
dude, even dude, like I said, even I was reading on
Well, what-
Twitter, dude. Even the beat reporters in New York were like, "This is not at all look even like 50% of Darrell Revis."
Dude, he got his ring.
Yeah,
he
that's
got
all
his
he
He's
wanted.
ring.
getting paid now. Exactly. He's getting paid.
Yeah, he's just
It's
banking
all-
Well, I
cash
mean,
now.
look what T.Y. Hilton did to him when they played the
Oh, the
Colts.
stiff arm. It
Yeah.
threw him fucking with his face
Sit
right to it. And it
down.
wasn't even like a minimal stiff arm.
Yep.
It was like he just took him
Good night.
and just pushed him to the ground like a 6-year-old.
Yeah. So Justin, who do you have for 3 then? Do you agree with Brandon Marshall, or do you think that's too high for him?
I could put Brandon Marshall at number 3. I mean, I fucking despise the
I'm-
Jets
I'm
being
a-
a
I'm a-
We
Patriots.
all do. The
I'm-
Jets are shit, but
I'm putting Julio Jones 3.
you're putting
that-
Jones
that's
that high.
where
I
I'm
would
putting
put Julio
Jones.
Jones probably number.
You're telling me
2.
that you would take Jones over Marshall this year?
Yeah. Yeah.
What about you, Mark?
What about Amari Cooper?
I mean, Amari
No,
Cooper's
that's what I'm.
That's like
that's what I'm
9.
asking.
If we're
That's what
doing
I'm
a top
asking.
10,
If
Amari
you,
it's like
Cooper's
9.
good,
if
but I'm
you
not
like-
putting him up that high.
do you like Brandon Marshall at 3, or is there someone you think that's better at number 3 out of the league this year?
Well, Cooper would be my 4th. I didn't say
that high, really?
Yeah.
All right.
Mark's in the closet Raiders fan.
I mean, to be fair,
Well,
I would never have known this because he traded me Antonio Brown and Amari Cooper for Demarius Thomas.
Well,
He was probably cocked.
Mark's
still
just like,
is.
No,
Here's my
actually.
roster. Give me Ryan Fitzpatrick.
yeah, but I really thought Demarius Thomas was gonna have a better year. Like,
Yeah, well, you
he
lucked
did
out in that
shake.
Pats Denver
No.
game, man.
No, he-
12 attempts, 1 completion.
Yeah, that was the
Yeah.
game he beat me by like 2.
Beat Dylan
Yeah.
by like 1.
I just needed 1 reception, but Thomas
He didn't get it till, like,
Thomas
2
helped me
minutes
out.
left
I
in the
think like
fourth.
3 games in fantasy, and then he just shit.
So
Shit.
who do you think would be at 3, Mark?
3? I agree with Brandon Marshall on that.
Okay, cool. I mean, just play all the variables in, man. I mean, just look what he's done. Look at his skills. I mean,
Yeah.
he is clutch. He'll get you touchdowns. He can jump over people. Just like he's like a smaller, faster Gronk. Like the
Yeah.
dude could jump
Well,
over people,
yeah.
and he has big hands, sticky fingers. Like the dude is just
Or-
nasty.
Yeah, well, maybe like a
He's a-
Jimmy Graham.
He's a big receiver. Yeah, Gronk's just a
Yeah.
one man. He's
Well, no one
he's
can
a
touch
Gronk.
Gronk.
Wrecking.
No one
Gronk
can
is
touch
Gronk.
Gronk. I know
Yeah, he's
that
just-
was kind of a shitty description of it,
Yeah.
but like,
Bad
I mean,
analogy.
you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay, and this one, I think I think we're all going to agree with this number 2. It's
Odell.
Odell
I'll put
Beckham
Odell
Jr.
number 2.
Yeah, I guess.
As much
Once
as I
again,
hate
Giants.
it.
We realize that we don't like the
No,
team.
no.
but we can-
I'll give it to him. Odell's a beast. He just needs to stop
Playing for the Giants.
playing for the Giants, looking at dudes' buttholes in the after game like shit. I don't know if you've seen that video.
Yeah, I seen it. I don't care if the dude's gay or straight.
and
All I know is that he's
he needs to
the number 2 wide
I-
receiver in the league.
I think right now he needs to get humbled. because he's got his head super far up his butt right now.
Well, because he's got LeBron syndrome.
he's had
He's
what?
got,
well, that's the thing.
he's
That's
got
why
supports.
He,
He
needs,
got
that's
all
why,
Sports Center and all the other
yeah,
people
exactly,
just
which is why
blowing
he
him all the
needs
time.
to get
He
fucking
had,
humbled.
he had what two games where he had like 3 catches for like or 4 catches for like 100 yards.
Yeah.
But 2 of those
Well,
plays
I mean,
were
dude,
over
even-
60 yards.
even
Yeah,
look at
one of them
the-
was against us.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Well,
He
dude,
had
but I
one
mean-
catch.
but that's
Other
what I'm
than
saying.
that,
Look at that game.
Butler held him to what?
I was gonna say,
14
look at
yards
that
on 3
game.
catches?
Yeah, he had that one touchdown to
McCourty
start the
didn't
game, and then he
tackle-
did dick.
If McCourty didn't tackle him,
That would have been it.
yeah, he would have had
But
4
yeah, dude,
catches
Odell
for
got shut the fuck
35
down
yards.
the rest of that game.
Same thing happened, what, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago? Josh Norman shut him down, too.
Mhm.
I mean,
Well,
that
then he
was-
also tried to kill Josh
He
Norman.
got.
They both got in a little
What do you
bit of
guys
a
think
girl
about that,
fight.
actually? Because I think that Josh
I
Norman is
think
the
Josh
new
Norman's
Sherman,
a
and I think
douchebag,
he
and I
is a
think
loudmouth
Odell's a
bastard.
douchebag. Yeah.
Facts, absolutely.
I think that Norman
They're-
is ridiculous,
They're
and I
the
think
same person, and I hate them
Dude,
both.
Josh Norman's trying to pick a fight with Rodney Harrison on Twitter.
Yeah, I saw that.
Go for it, dude. Go for it. Go
this is
for it.
this is the thing is that with that
Rodney
whole
Harrison, even
situation,
at like 40-something, will murder you.
that whole situation with that Odell and Norman thing, I think that Odell is, like you said, he's young and he's got his head like in the clouds right
He's
now.
gotta get humbled.
And then Norman shows up and he's just like, "Yo, fuck you, like I'm here," and he's got his head up in the clouds too because he's at the time it's like they're still undefeated. So I mean, Norman is skilled, but like I think he's a punk, and I think Odell got a lot of the shit
both
for
fucking
no.
punks, dude.
I think that he got way more shit than he should have. I think that he did some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
But like the only one that I really disagreed was when he turned around and just like blatantly like headbutted
Yeah, it was like
him.
after the play was
the
over. He
the
just, like,
punches and
annihilated
the
him.
grappling and like the getting in each other's face. Good football.
yeah.
They're pissed off at each other. Okay, we want to beat each other up. Cool. But the turnaround and like the
Yeah, just cheap
Triceratops
shot. Yeah,
thunder
just
fuck to
full
the
on.
head.
Yeah, dude.
No way. No way. It's just
It was like the ultimate
Like
punch.
Talib
and
coming
hot rod.
over with the eye poke.
yeah.
Oh,
Another.
ouch,
That's
dude.
that's
What a
pretty much on the same
douchebag. What a douche.
same
Well
idea.
played.
What a douche.
Same
Well
idea.
played.
Okay, so we're all good. I mean, I think Odell's a future. I think that dude is going to be breaking lots and lots of records throughout. I mean, he's
Yeah,
young.
probably.
What is he like?
Yeah.
25, 26?
Not
I don't even know if he's that old.
Yeah.
He's probably
He's
like
like
23.
22.
He's a kid. He's a
Yeah.
kid, and he's already destroying. I mean,
Oh, no, he's-
besides like the amazing catches that he does, like the kid is gross. If he had a better quarterback, obviously,
Yeah.
Eli Manning is overrated. But
Facts.
I don't know. I think Odell is sick. I think that he is going to be breaking lots of records. He's going to be showing up all the time.
I mean, that being said, also one reason why I think Odell is as good as he is, I mean, it does make him be that good, but it's because Eli is that bad.
Well, also, what other weapons do the Giants have in the receiving
Ruben
core?
Randall.
And even then, it's
Question
like,
mark?
fuck off.
Well, they got Vereen that they don't use.
Well, he's a running back, though. I'm talking
Yeah,
the
but, like,
receiving core. They
distraction.
got Dick. They got OBJ and...
No, but like also like all of his like catches he's known for are because Eli is a horrible quarterback.
Yeah.
Right.
Like that one-handed catch was
Overthrow.
way out,
Yeah,
way too far.
Shouldn't have been
Oh, yeah.
caught.
But
Are you talking
I
about
mean,
the
he's-
Dallas one?
last year,
Yeah.
yeah.
The one that like shook the world.
Yeah, you know his Madden cover.
Yeah, exactly. But it's just, I agree with you, though, because Eli fucking overthrew the shit out of that ball, and he had to, like, dive back. It was a great
And Odell
catch.
made something.
Yeah,
out of
I'm
it.
not taking anything away from
No,
it. That was
like,
a
he's
nasty
a
fucking
nasty
catch.
receiver.
But Eli's trash.
Facts.
That's pretty much what I was saying about Marshall. I think Odell is just a little bit more
Well-
skilled Marshall.
Well, Justin, do you think Eli is going to be better if Victor Cruz can actually play a season?
Victor Cruz is probably done for his career.
Victor Cruz
gonna
might be the
retire.
Derrick Rose of the NFL.
For fucking real. It was 2 years now.
No, wait. Victor Cruz is the Greg Odom of the NFL.
Okay, I was gonna say Lamar Odom, but he'd have to do like a ton of drugs
No,
and get
see,
found
Lamar
like
Odom
unconscious in a
played quite a
whorehouse.
few years, and I feel like Lamar
What
Odom
was
And
he
have-
doing?
and
What was
he
he
would-
doing? Like vegan
And he would have to have sex
Viagra
with
or something
and he would
like
have
that?
to have sex with like the ugliest
and
of the
blood?
Kardashians.
Organic Viagra he overdosed on or
have
something like
no
that.
idea.
I mean, it sounds amazing, but I mean,
Yeah.
and obviously number one we all agree on Antonio Brown.
Isn't organic Viagra just cocaine?
I mean, that's what I thought.
All right.
But
probably.
speaking
Whatever.
of which, you can do that line anytime you want. No, Antonio Brown, obviously,
Beast.
he's not a human
Beast.
being. He's a machine, and probably one of the reasons why.
I hate
I think-
everything Steelers.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
gonna,
me
I'm
too.
gonna
I
let that
fucking
be
despise
known.
Pittsburgh.
My dad is a Steelers fan. Grew up. I mean, I hate the Steelers. It's
Yeah.
like more than anything.
Yeah.
That being said,
6 rings.
I love that. It's like the Cowboys. Yo, we got like mad Super Bowls. Like, really? When the hell's the last time you assholes did dick in the playoffs? I don't even
Tony
know.
Romo.
That's why I love the Jets too. Freaking Todd, after the past loss to the Jets last week, texted me like JETS Jets, and I texted him back. I was like, "You remember that thing I told you about how the last time you guys won a Super Bowl, the United States hadn't landed on the moon yet?"
Right. Right. Pretty much.
Because that's factual.
How does that feel? How does that feel?
That's fucking factual.
Yeah, facts.
What was actually? Do we have you have the Antonio Brown stats on here? What was this 136 was it receiving? What do we got here? What is his yards?
1834.
Yeah, do you like to do it at
18.5.
WEI, let you know that we're reading something.
I mean,
What was that, sir?
Yeah.
just read. I mean, this dude is just insane. How do we have an answer for that? Do we have an answer for Antonio Brown on the Patriots defense?
Double up. Put Malcolm on him, safety hop over the top, hopefully.
Yeah, I mean,
That's the only way.
Are you saying
you put Malcolm
on him,
he's
and
still
then
gonna
you
like
have
he had
safety
what?
help from McCourty over the
He
top.
had 9 or 10 catches against us last time. None of them were that crazy. I mean, he had some nasty catches.
Oh, yeah,
he
yeah.
caught the ball around Butler and like landed down and Butler dropped?
That's why he's number 1.
He's insane.
It's stupid.
Averages
he's
fucking
not right.
13.5 yards of reception. That's fucking stupid.
Right. So I mean, and how old is Brown?
He's pretty young too.
He's
I
like
mean,
my
he's, what,
age.
He's
fifth
probably
year?
24.
25.
He's
something
that
like
young?
that.
These
Yeah,
dude,
he
man,
he's
he
a
hasn't been in
kid,
here long,
bro.
man.
These dudes
He's
are
a
freaking
kid.
young. That's crazy.
Well, dude, OBJ just got drafted last year.
Yeah, I guess he's 27.
Okay, so
That's
I was
still,
gonna
that's
say
Still, that's still a decent receiver age.
he's got
I mean,
plenty.
my-
He's got
I mean,
plenty of years.
I mean, my number 1 receiver is Randy Moss, but
Well,
he's really
this
good on
year.
Fox.
This year.
Steve
No,
Smith
no.
Sr. all the
fun
way.
fact though, top 2 receivers both under 6 feet tall.
nice.
That's Odell and
Odell's 5'11", bro.
Okay.
Antonio Brown's under
I
6.
feel like
He's
if
5'10".
I feel
He
like if
looks like he's
Edelman
so
was
tall. Maybe just got long arms.
I mean, that's because the only time you really saw him is up against Butler, who's like
I feel
5'2".
like
He's
Edelman
like as
would
big
be
as
in
my
that
cell
discussion,
phone.
though.
That's very true.
I feel like Edelman, if he was healthy, would be in that discussion too, though.
for one of the top wide receivers.
Under 6 feet.
Oh,
He's like
Well,
5'10".
yeah, I mean,
I think he'd be easily up
I mean,
there,
he'd probably
top
be
3.
in the top 10 at least.
I think he'd
top
be
10. I'll give him top 10. I mean,
first down. He's a first down machine. He's clutch. He will get you where you need to be.
Yeah.
No, absolutely.
So I
absolutely.
mean,
it's hard
even over Odell and Marshall and all
Oh,
that.
I'm just
he's-
talking shit. I'm just being a homer, but
Oh well, fucking course.
Well,
That's
but
like
I'm also
actually-
being factual.
Didn't
my-
didn't Edelman throw the ball more this year than Jimmy G?
then Jimmy. Yeah, was that this year? No,
No.
that was last year.
Not.
Edel. Oh, who threw the ball to Brady? No, that was last
That was
year.
Amendola.
That
No,
was
that was
Amendola
Amendola
this year.
It was
Yeah,
a double
Amendola was
reverse
this
'cause
year,
it was
but-
James White. Brady threw the ball to James White. James White did like a reverse with Amendola, and then Amendola threw the freaking pass to Brady.
True.
That should have been a fucking.
That was
touchdown.
wild. watching Brady.
Brady's not fast
sandbag
enough.
Bro,
running
he's a
it.
fucking human rocket.
Just sandbag running.
Thomas the Cheetah Brady.
Probably the slowest
Like
quarterback
the
in the NFL.
Facebook.
He's so good though.
I mean, he doesn't need to run. It's fine.
Oh yeah, he doesn't need to. Who gives a shit?
How about the top 3 quarterbacks then? Just to like kind of
Tom Brady, Tom
Tom
Brady.
Brady, and
Julian
year.
Edelman.
Johnny Manziel.
this year. Johnny Manziel.
Maybe Tim Tebow.
Ah, dude, Tebow's just so Tom. All right, Tim Tebow is on like a Mount Olympus of NFL quarterbacks. If there was a Mount Olympus, he would at least be like. Was
Careful,
was
God's
Icarus? Was it Icarus? That guy who like shows up in Hercules for like 4 minutes and then is never heard from
Dude,
again.
no joke though. If I could find a Tim Tebow Pats jersey, I would buy that in a second.
Dude, I guarantee you can find one on Amazon right now.
That is the
Can't
only
find 'em.
jersey I
Can't
want
find 'em.
more than a Hernandez
Bro, if you
jersey.
find one,
I will let you know.
I will buy that.
James, why are you calling me, dude? Fuck
I
off.
will cancel my tattoo appointment and buy
And
that.
buy-
jersey.
and buy a
No, you won't. No, you
buy
won't.
a Tebow jersey.
You're just gonna rush out of your tattoo appointment
So,
to get to somewhere and buy
top
it
3
from.
quarterbacks this year.
Let's see. This year, well, I'm gonna put my homerism in, but also his stats are just as good as they've always been. And Tom Brady's number 1 for me.
Yep.
Even with the shit offense we've had.
Yep.
This
Well,
year,
that's more of a reason to
Brady's
make him one.
still, moving the ball, not as effective as he was, but
Cam Newton number 2, man.
yeah, oh yeah, and then
Cam
number
Newton and
3.
Carson Palmer, bro.
Yeah, it was
Carson
Palmer.
Palmer's been good.
Yeah,
Carson Palmer
Well,
was
it's 'cause he
great last
stayed-
year, too.
It's because he stayed. Well,
Till he
he
got
fucking
hurt.
gets hurt. That's
Well,
the thing.
that's
That's
the
what I'm
only
saying.
thing.
Stay healthy.
He's
I
number.
mean,
That's what I'm
Arizona's
saying.
gonna
Number
be
3 this year is
tough,
because he's
man.
fucking healthy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely. What about the rookie? What's his face on the Titans?
Mariota
Mariota. I mean, he was looking all right
He
until he got hurt again.
he started off pretty
started
good.
some chemistry with their tight end towards the end of the year. There.
Do you think he'll be
Was it
signed?
Delaney Walker?
Do you think
I
he'll
mean,
be
he's got
signed?
a shot.
Yeah.
I mean, if they can get a coach that'll stick around for more than a season.
Yeah, that's kind of.
Yeah, but do you take him over Winston?
Yes.
No. James Winston's been doing all right, man.
Yeah, he's got a better arm.
Yeah.
Winston's gonna try to be
Winston's
another
gonna-
Cam Newton.
Oh, absolutely. But that's
He's
what
gonna try to
always
run
been.
and do. He's gonna be a Wilson and another.
How much is that?
$85.
Is it in the adult sizes?
I don't fucking know. Probably.
Johnny, you don't have adult sizes. We're kids.
They got
Bro.
extra large and double XL.
in
See,
kids.
that's what I'm saying. I ain't that fat, bro.
Bro, just eat Mad Pizza and be like, look at my sweet ass
I
Tebow
do
jersey.
eat Mad Pizza.
Eat more Mad Pizza.
Or
And be
just
like, look
eat
at my sweet ass Tebow jersey.
Or just buy some shoulder pads to go with
There you
it.
go. There you go. Get a fat suit and then get a double XL.
Just wear shoulder pads everywhere.
Yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
Just pretend I'm actually in the NFL.
Yeah, man.
Which, speaking
Just,
of,
just shave your beard. Be like, I've never
Bill
had sex.
Belichick,
I'm Tim Tebow.
I can run the slot routes. I promise.
Yeah, I'm about to go walk.
I'm just
on the
kidding. I
Pats
really
next year.
can't because I'm going to get hit once and I will die.
You
Just
can buy a
to,
Tim Tebow Jets jersey.
Just to switch
From
it
the
up a little bit,
NFLshop.com.
this is actually me, Mark, and Justin, because I did not actually. The only thing I saw for the Winter Classic was Tuca's helmet, which is dope.
I mean,
Yeah.
that helmet was pretty.
That was fucking
With the
rad.
Tom Brady
awesome.
thing. That
That's
you actually you
actually-
text me that. That was
Yeah,
sick.
but they also after the game they put it in the Pats Hall of Fame,
That's awesome.
so you can go.
Whoa.
fucking see
It was
when you go there.
beautiful.
That makes sense.
Not to
Yeah,
sound
that
not to
was
sound
glorious.
weird or like a complete.
Did you
Back
guys
to
did
the
you guys
They
see
got
Tom Brady's
smoked.
rebuttal to that on his Facebook?
No, was
He
Oh, it was-
photoshopped his head onto Tuca's body. It's him in Miami walking across the field in like a full goalie outfit with just his head wearing a Patriots helmet. I think I,
love
actually
it.
might have it on my phone. Hold on. a
So
sec.
yeah, they got destroyed though. What are your guys' thoughts on that?
shit. They played like shit.
Garbage.
They came out flat.
Absolute garbage.
They got absolutely fucking manhandled
Do
in
you
the
guys?
first period.
What's their record this year?
20.
Didn't they just break even like 2 days before the Winter Classic? They just broke 500.
No, they're like 2016 and.
Ah, fuck, I think I
7
deleted
or
it.
something like that.
Hold on, they lost. It was 12-2.
No.
No, it's 5-1. Was
5-1.
the score of the game.
Oh, we're outshot. Okay, sorry. I need to read my homework better. I was like, hold on, what did I actually miss? Did I miss?
Game was actually 37-2.
I was gonna say, what the hell happened?
Bruins are 2013 and 4.
How many more games?
Fourth
left?
in their division.
Oh, it's not even halfway through the season.
Yeah, there's 84 games in the season.
It was just a big
That's
deal
way
because
too
it was the
many
Winter
games.
Classic.
Baseball has
against
way too many
Montreal.
fucking games. 162. Get the
Well,
fuck out of here.
So you're saying,
Well, I
is
know,
that something
that's
that's
what I
going to
say
be
about
the same, Mark,
It's
or is that
so
going to
petty.
kind of fizzle out? Do you think they're going to get back into their niche, or?
I hope so. I mean, I think we're playing the Caps next.
I'll find out right now.
Yeah, they were
Alex
playing the Capitals at
Ovechkin.
home, and then we go on
Is
a
he
little
still on the
road
Caps?
trip.
Oh,
What do you
yeah.
think those? How do you
He's the
think those
Caps.
games are going to
Shows
turn
how
out?
much I know
Him and
about
Brandon
hockey.
Holtby.
Caps hit or miss, but
Yep, our next
I'm still
game
pissed
is
about the Winter
tomorrow
Classic.
at 7 o'clock against the Washington Capitals.
What do you think that game's going to be like?
I think the Bruins are going to lose that game.
yeah, Holby is a monster.
Holtby fucking destroys the Bruins. Like, every time he plays them, the most he'll give up is 1 goal. And then the Bruins will get 5 goals dropped on them.
I mean, I'm just looking at this right now, but the Capitals have the best record in the NHL.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
They're nasty.
28-7-3.
Mm-hmm.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
That is impressive.
Yep.
I
Hockey.
guess.
Hockey, ice skating, figure skating.
I mean, is Tanya Harding on any of these teams?
Mark is so mad at you right now. Dude, he said ice skating. Literally, you're like looking at your paper and I see him go. Just looks at me like, I'm going to
Just
fucking
red
beat this
beam on
dude.
the chest.
Yeah, get out to your,
it's
get
all
out to your
right.
truck
We
quick
all
when
have
leave,
our
Dylan.
we all have our own things. Like
I mean,
he
I'm
has
glad we
the
spent
Panthers.
5 minutes of wasted life on hockey.
Just actually one name that I did not want to go over was actually I do want to go over, but we didn't talk about him, was Derek Carr for the Raiders.
Awesome.
He
did all right.
He is.
Yeah.
Am I as surprised? Like, should I not be as surprised as I am by how good he was?
No, I told Justin last year, and I think I told you too that he's gonna be something.
He looked good last year too. I mean, Amari Cooper was looking good too. I mean, I'm not
I was gonna say, you have
know,
Cooper.
Three,
that was a-
three
that
was
was a
high.
big help for
3
Derek
was
Carr,
very
getting
high.
Amari
I would put
Cooper.
Cooper in the top 10 though. Like Cooper did really good. Latavius Murray's looking okay.
Do you think it was
yeah.
mostly Derek Carr? Or do you think it was Cooper?
A combination of both. I mean,
Yeah.
Derek Carr doesn't play stupid. I think he's
The
not.
kid's
he-
got
He
an
is,
arm.
he is pretty smart with
He's
the
got
ball.
an arm,
He doesn't
too.
like, quadruple
Yeah.
coverage like the other Raiders coach. Like, quad
Right.
coverage, he's wide open.
Right. I mean, I think that was, also the problem with the Seahawks trying to force the ball to Jimmy Graham into
Yeah.
like triple coverage, and
Yeah,
that's
dude.
why Russell Wilson was an interception machine earlier.
Yeah.
That's kind of what happens now.
Yeah,
that Jimmy
Carr,
Graham, once Jimmy
he,
Graham
he-
got hurt,
he moves
Wasn't
pretty good in the
wasn't
pocket
yesterday
too.
Charles Woodson's last game too?
it was
Yeah. What was it, 16 years, man?
15, 12.
No, yeah, it was 15. Because I saw a thing
was a
earlier.
lot. It was a
I
long
saw a
time.
thing. Well, I saw a thing earlier in the year. It was a picture of Charles Woodson and a picture of Peyton Manning, and it said
yeah,
both
you
in their
showed me that.
15 seasons, both leading the NFL in interceptions.
Nailed it.
Swag.
Yeah, it was a good picture.
I was just on the way here. I was talking to Johnny, like, dude, we are like so spoiled because we like bitch about like 1 or 2 games, and we're just like we set like cities on fire when we lose, and all these other like.
Well, no,
think about,
UMass just burns to the ground.
The Titans, the Jaguars, like I mean,
we're complaining about the coin toss in overtime against the Jets in a meaningless game.
That was stupid, though.
I mean,
That
it was
was
pretty
stupid.
stupid. That being
That's
said,
as much as I'm
only
going to
burnt
say, but I'm
half
not
the
going to
time
go into
down.
depth. I wasn't like that pissed off, but when I saw it, I was like, why are we doing that?
that doesn't make any sense. But that being said,
I mean, the last time we did it, it paid dividends because it was
We're
against the
12-4.
Broncos. And
right.
Welker fucking pooed his pants in overtime, and we ended up winning the game. And that was that was the night that we made Pullen sit outside with a sleeping bag and a handle of vodka because he was outside when the Patriots scored their first touchdown.
Yeah,
so
that
we made him sit outside.
But
the
that's
rest of the night.
necessary.
Yeah,
That's
but the
necessary.
coin toss,
They
though, I
won.
think it was more or less just because these refs have been idiots.
Well, dude, not even that, man.
my
Our
God.
defense, our
Terrible.
defense was looking so much better than our
No,
offense during the
absolutely.
Jets game, and that's
I mean,
probably what
I
Belichick
can
said.
see the
If the
call.
defense can make a stop,
like they
get
did
the ball at the
last
40-yard
couple of
line
drives.
instead of the fucking 20. They only got to go 60 yards. Or
And
not
kick a
even
field
that.
goal at
Not
that
even. You don't
point.
even have to go 60 yards. You go 30 yards. Like
a
Oskowski
field
hit a
goal.
fucking 48-yarder,
Yeah.
win the game, get the hell out of there.
Dude can kick a 50-yard field goal all day.
Oh yeah, was it
Well,
54 against the
clutch.
Giants and shit?
57, I think, right?
It was a mid 50. It was a
Gostkowski
50-plus
is
yarder.
Awesome.
He's the best.
Dude, he's nails.
He's the best for
It's
sure.
the Polish cannon.
Fair.
Oh, we talk about the refs now. Is that what we're doing?
Derek
I
Carr.
would, but then I'm just gonna sit here and loop. I'm just gonna lose my fucking mind.
That's the point.
Like here's the thing, dude. Here's the thing: is
Draw
that
a
like with
reaction, man.
these referees, okay, with these so-called quote unquote officials, is that they call these things, okay, and I get a lot of shit because I like get mad and I'll like go on social media and I'll bitch about it, but like they're so inconsistent, okay, and when. What was the game? It was us and who was it? Where dude comes out and he has his hand up and he's rubbing his numbers to
Declare ineligible.
yeah. What game was that?
Oh fuck, that was
the Jaguars game.
I don't
'cause
think it was.
wasn't
The Jaguars game was a pretty simple.
Actually, you
game.
know
Pats
what?
went
That
out
was
and just
where the
torched it up.
that old bastard. Like they have this. Okay, regardless,
it
they
was
have this
this-
walking corpse out in the field who are like supposed to keep up with these like elite football players. These,
The dude
like,
is 68
athletes.
years old.
And this
That
dude is
referee is
walking around,
68
and he
years
didn't even
old.
see. And the other officials had to run up and tell him like, "No, dude, you're wrong." Like he came
And
in-
blind and old.
Yes, and this is the thing. And then we got the coin toss. Like he's like saying like, "Oh yeah, you get to choose." Like what's it's like, "No, dude. Like we won. Like what the fuck are you talking about?"
Yep.
And then like it's not even just the Patriots. I'm not going to sit here and be like a complete homer and say it's just us. Like there are a lot of plays and
No, this
like
year-
that
this
face
year in
mask
total was
against
a
Aaron
fucking-
Rodgers or whatever, where like the dude like came down with his fingers and hit it, and they gave him the face mask, which ended up
I
they
mean,
capitalized
that's-
for a touchdown. It's like
It's a face mask, though. I mean,
but the
that's
thing is,
any team's gonna get that.
but then you
call.
see actual face masks, or and like
Oh,
they're not
yeah, it
called.
was-
That's
it was
that's the
very-
point. There's no consistency with these fucking officials. So when I bitch about them, it's because it's
It's
actually
because
it's what I'm
they're part-time NFL employees.
it's what I'm seeing though, and it's fucking
Ed the Gun
annoying.
Show Hockley is a lawyer full-time.
They need to start finding these officials because they're shit.
well played.
Plain and
That's
simple.
got to be terrifying, dude. Him being like the defense attorney and you're the plaintiff, just like Your Honor, just flexes like, all right, they win,
He's
they win,
innocent.
case closed.
They're bullshit, and they have ruined a few
Caso
games.
Cerrado, Mark.
Yep, absolutely.
They have ruined a
man.
lot of games, and it's annoying.
I mean, that being said, it is definitely the entire league. Is
Oh,
that
dude,
way, which
they made it
sucks.
hard. No,
is-
they did. They
is
made it
awful.
We've
tough
all-
to watch this
every
fucking
team-
Every
season.
team has been
It's not,
screwed.
believe me,
Yeah.
Dude,
and
they
I
made it tough to watch games this year, dude. I love
Absolutely.
football, and I'm sitting there like, Jesus,
You
can
don't get to
just
play. You
fucking
can't
get this
play.
right.
Yeah.
What was that game we had like 16 or something before the half or something like that? What was that?
Nah.
I don't know.
I believe
the,
it, I
Wait,
just
the
don't
one
know.
where Brady was out of bounds.
Yes.
Oh my.
Oh my
fucking
God! He just reminded me of that one. Oh fuck! Here we go, dude. They blow,
6 fucking feet from the
blow the
sideline.
whistle. Remember
That would have
dude,
been a touchdown. Would have been a touchdown.
insane.
Danny
Amendola
Amendola, wide open.
Smoked him.
Wide open.
And then you got Rex Ryan in front of the ref.
Yeah, that's what
like,
he said. He said the ref said Rex Ryan blocked his view of the play. Here's the ref. Rex Ryan,
Unreal.
good 7 feet away. Okay, I know he's a fat dude, but not that fat.
Unreal.
Holy fuck. This just pissed me off
Yeah,
so
man.
bad.
It's-
I'm so mad right now.
Well,
I'm about to run off my
well,
car
to
get
end
another
it, would you
beer.
rather
Jesus.
these officials or like the high school refs from?
Dude,
from-
the touch reception was the greatest play in NFL history.
Did it or did it not catapult the Seahawks into winning, though?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because I feel like they never won anything until
Absolutely.
that game happened.
Dude, can we talk about how much of a fucking little like cheerleader Pete Carroll is? Oh my god, I can't fucking stand him. Holy shit, dude! He beats
Bro.
the shit out of a piece of gum.
Yeah,
He's
but
he's like a
the
little
new
goblin.
Bill, he's like the new Bill Cowher,
Dude, he
dude.
just
Bill
gets
Cowher
really
fucks up
excited
a
about
piece
his
of gum
team
too.
winning.
Yeah, but he like jumps up and waves both his hands and like like
What's
gives
wrong
him,
with waving with
like,
both
plays
hands? That's how I
patty
say hi to
cake.
everyone.
He plays like
Well,
patty
yeah,
cake
it's
with
'cause
his
we're
teammates
excited
or
to see
his
each other.
players.
Whereas like Pete Carroll's just like excited about everything all the time.
Well,
Although, can we just talk about how awesome it was with that sound clip when Russell Wilson threw the interception? Super Bowl's here. Oh no! And then he's like,
He
throws
drops
his
down.
headset down and shit.
And just stares at the
So
ground.
destroyed.
Actually,
man.
when you watch Pete Carroll's reaction to the interception, he was actually cheering at first, and then no.
He's
Yeah,
like,
he's like,
oh no! I could watch that video like 90,000 times.
I just actually
Oh, no.
watched. I
The
just
fucking
watched.
look on his face. Is
I just watched a couple
priceless.
clips from the Do Your Job documentary last night. Actually,
That's great. That's
How'd
a
that
great.
go?
That was a good production on that whole
both
film.
the DVD, both the past DVDs that came out this year were pretty good too. I don't know if you want to borrow one of them. Three
I mean,
Games
at
to
some point,
Glory.
yeah,
3 Games
probably.
to Glory. It's just it breaks down in depth. It's about an hour.
Yeah,
on
you guys
every,
can like
on
hold
every
hands while you
playoff
watch
game.
it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it'd be cute.
Order pizza, make out, whatever.
It's fine.
Usual shit.
I'll make omelets.
What about
Marky's making breakfast.
What do you guys think about the Peyton Manning? What do you think that drama's going to turn out to be?
Cheater, big-headed fuckface.
Okay.
No, I don't think it's going to turn into anything.
No,
Because the sports channels love him too much. He's the
Yeah.
golden boy.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
what I'm thinking too.
And Peyton Manning.
He'll defend him. They're
Well, no,
already
see,
defending.
well, see, the Peyton Manning thing came out. He's innocent until proven guilty. Tom Brady's like guilty as fuck, about to be executed until proven innocent.
Well, yeah, because they are envious of Tom Brady's greatness and every
Win,
other.
win,
everything of his
win,
life.
win,
Yes.
win.
Hot
every-
wife. Fucking
Everything
baller
about Tom
quarterback,
Brady
4
is
Super Bowl
elite
rings.
and supreme, and these people, whether
Did
it's
I
a
say
fan base
hot
or
wife?
other teams, they're envious and jealous of him. And people hate when they're not. It's not your champion. They hate you. If Tom Brady was on another team, they'd worship him just like Pats Nation does, because he is the fucking best and will always be the GOAT.
You're all welcome for that.
So Peyton Manning, do you think he's on drugs or no?
I think he's just old and stupid.
Well, he's. You're a big fart face. You're a big dumb head.
Was that thing from Elf? Cotton-headed ninny muggins. Except Peyton's like a fucking redwood-headed ninny muggins.
So what do you think? He is old, which actually plays a factor into that. Do you think he's taking drugs to heal himself quicker?
Well, dude, they talked to Rodney Harrison, man. He said that it's a fucking because he fucked up his groin or something. He said it's a miracle drug. He's like,
Yeah.
dude, he's like, I haven't had a problem with my groin since. He got suspended because the off season he took it. The next year they started testing for HEHs, and he was like talking to like Bob Kraft. Bob Kraft like told him like, listen, like we know you took this. It's not a big deal. Just be honest with them. Take your suspension. We'll move on from there.
What's in it again? Is it just testosterone or what?
It's
what is
just
it?
it's a growth hormone. But
Yeah.
I guess Peyton went overseas to get like fucking stem cell
That's what I'm hearing,
shit
like
done.
Switzerland or some shit.
No, like that was a huge thing when he did it because it's like a procedure that's not approved in the U.S.
Yeah,
he
well, a lot of
left
guys
the
do
country
that
to
shit.
do
Yeah,
that.
it's
And he went to I think he went to Germany and Switzerland
Yeah, something like that.
to get like stem cells and then like.
So-
but
Well, I
dude,
mean,
like,
I don't
like-
really blame him for doing it because
Well, I mean,
that
you gotta
guy's just
make
gonna
money.
fall and
Well,
then just
yeah.
get paralyzed.
yeah, but
Facts.
it doesn't matter though. Like,
doesn't he
don't-
also own like a franchise of Papa John's in the Denver area? I'm pretty sure he owns
Most
like
likely.
5 Papa John's in the Denver
Probably does.
area.
I mean, why else would he
But
be
the
in the
but the
commercials?
point is that like Tom
Money.
Brady gets crucified for
Eating
maybe
avocado,
being
like eating avocado ice cream.
yeah, but that's the thing is that like I think that's like the biggest deal. Like I don't give a fuck if Peyton did it, but like the point is that I hate that like every channel is defending him and
Yeah,
sticking
they
up
just
for
want to
him,
blow him, dude.
Of
Right.
course, because
and it's stupid.
what other quarterback's gonna rank
Well,
up there with
it's-
Tom Brady?
You want to know what it is?
I don't
Yes,
think
his,
that-
his regular season numbers are up there, but he's always talking to the media. He's always
yeah,
like,
he's
super
a
friendly
keen
guy.
That's the
He's
thing. Whereas
he's got
Brady
the face,
just like
whereas
walks
Brady's
off.
like, hey, what's up? You know, blah 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 blah.
Okay, bye.
Yeah,
Who
we shoulda-
gives a
we shoulda
fuck? I
played
don't
better.
want
They're
a
really good
friendly
team,
quarterback.
blah,
I
blah,
don't
blah, blah,
want
blah.
someone who's there for the kids and does it
Well,
the
he doesn't
media
really
shit. I
have
want a
the face, he
goddamn
has the
warlord
forehead.
who's there to shed people's blood, get rings, and go fuck home.
Well,
and
that's
fuck
what
his
every
supermodel
team
wife.
wants.
And that's what our quarterback
That's
does.
what I want. I do not give a shit. I don't care if people like Tom Brady. I need to like Tom Brady. You can hate my quarterback. I don't give a fuck because as long as he keeps putting ice on his fingers and I get to cheer and talk shit to other teams, I'm fucking happy.
Well, I mean, obviously, on your own team, that's what you want. That being said, if you're not a Pats fan, everybody's
Then you don't
gonna
exist in my world.
Well,
and
fair enough.
Your
Me
shitty
neither,
opinion
but-
doesn't mean anything to me.
Everyone's entitled to their own wrong
Then
opinion.
you're Joe and Robbie.
Everyone is entitled to their own shitty ass opinion like me. Gentlemen, what are your Super Bowl predictions to wrap this up for this first our first little podcast here? Just throwing it out there. It doesn't have to be. We don't have to talk stats. We don't have to talk all that stuff. Just gut instinct. What is your prediction for the who is going to the Super Bowl and who is winning the Super Bowl? Mark, who do you think?
I definitely think Arizona is gonna make an appearance.
Okay, and who do you think they're facing?
I don't know.
Just guess.
Not Carolina.
Well, no shit, 'cause
Yeah,
it's the
and
NFC.
they're both in the NFC. This guy.
Well, if the Pats can come and play some football, I think we could see Cardinals and Pats.
That'd be a good game.
Yeah.
We'd probably get our asses beat up a lot, but I think we'd still pull that win.
If we play like we've been playing. Yes.
If we play like we've been playing, exactly.
If we can get back to where we were before, then I think we can do some mild to severe damage against Arizona. I know Patrick Peterson's a fucking beast, but one corner does not a defense make. So,
Facts.
Johnny, what do you think? Super Bowl. Who's going? Who's winning?
I mean, Jules back, Gronk, Edelman. You know, we get Hightower and Collins, everybody all in the backfield.
That's right.
Everybody's
Hightower
nice and
is
healthy.
out still. Hightower's still out, right?
He
didn't play last game.
No, we let Gerard Mayo take like all the
Good.
linebacker
Let him
snaps.
rest.
Yeah,
Let him
but
rest.
that's what I'm saying. You get all these people back, Pats will turn around.
'Cause
I'm going rematch last year, bro. Seahawks 3 times in a row going.
No shit.
Yeah, dude. I
Wow.
mean, it's going to be close again.
Who do you think's gonna win that rematch then?
I'm gonna go with. I mean, Homer and me, bro. It's
Yeah,
Pats,
man.
homie.
Pats are killing.
Pats all day.
But just to be fair, you're gonna say there's gonna be a close game.
Yeah, it'll be a close game. But I'm gonna
Be
say
close,
the
like
Pats are gonna
45-10.
break the streak of Super Bowl wins that they have
Okay.
and win by more than 4.
Okay.
I'll say 6.
All right.
You heard
I
it
heard
here
it.
first.
You
Pats
sure-
by
You heard it here
about
first.
that?
Jonathan Peterson.
Is questioning 6, but 6 question mark.
Hey, 6. That's a soft 6. We'll call it that. It's a soft
Justin, what do you
Just say
think,
it's
brother?
a possession
Who do you
game.
think's going to the Super Bowl? Who do you think's winning?
I mean, I'm going to kind of piggyback off of Johnny, not necessarily in the Seattle aspect, but the Patriots aspect. Jules coming back. They have time to recoup. As long as we can make it out of the first round, and if we win in convincing fashion, I'll feel even better about it. But if they can get the offense, even 85-90% of our offense back on track, we'll be fucking shit up.
Better than anybody else in the AFC.
Exactly.
Do you think that
AFC's
key
weak.
factor is Jules?
That's a big factor.
Okay.
Because that's why Brady's getting held to
Right.
4 or 5 seconds in the
Because
pocket.
that's our
That you
millisecond
just
pass that we
trip-
can go.
Yeah. It's a
Exactly.
Quick pass and
once
triple Gronk.
exactly once
There's your
Edelman
game.
once Edelman comes back, that's going to cut Brady's pocket time pretty much in half.
We don't have to
He's
worry
going to
about
go from like
protecting
4 or
him.
5
And you're also
seconds
not
to
tripling
2.5. Exactly.
If you triple Gronk, double Amendola, who you got?
Exactly.
LaFell Butterfingers?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
He doesn't
Who's-
even he doesn't
he
play for the
showed up.
fucking ball either.
He did show up
No.
a few games, but I'm still not putting any faith in him.
Oh fuck
No.
no. But yeah, I'm going to say Pats. You know what? I'm going to throw a wild card out there. I'm going to say Pats Packers.
Pats Packers
Rematch of the second Super Bowl the Patriots
That
were
should have been
ever in.
last year's Super Bowl.
But yeah, I'm gonna say
That should have
Patriots.
been last year's
I'm gonna
Super
say
Bowl.
Patriots Packers.
Are
Pats
you
win
banking
by.
on the Packers pulling a lot of wins out
Oh
of
yeah.
their butt right
oh
now?
yeah. I believe in Aaron Rodgers. Maybe not his
He
stupid
is,
touchdown dance,
He is
but
an Aaron Rodgers fan.
Discount double check.
just gotta double check. But no, dude, Aaron Rodgers, oh man, and I mean, yeah, I'm kind of kissing Aaron Rodgers' ass a little bit, but Aaron Rodgers is a beast.
He
Dude's
is.
nasty.
He is
I mean,
good,
he's
but
he's
not-
incredibly
The
limited,
problem
but
is those receivers cannot get open.
well, that's the thing.
None of
but,
those receivers. You have Jordy Nelson, it's a completely different story. That dude can get open.
well, like a motherfucker. But-
Randall Cobb, I don't know what. Did he eat too many burgers this offseason?
Yeah, dude,
I don't know. He
fell
can't get
hard,
open.
man.
James
He fell
Jones,
hard.
James
mean-
Jones started off good. And
Yeah,
then
he
Dude,
started
I had
out
him
good.
in my fantasy team. He was putting me up like 28, 30 points a game, and then like since then it's been 6.
I thought we were gonna see big things out of Devontae Adams, which he's still.
Well, that
solid,
other
but
Rodgers guy they got there.
Their tight end. He's
he's
got
he's
some
showing
good
up.
Stuff. Yeah,
He's showing
but
up.
I don't know. Nobody can get that open. I don't.
But no,
I don't
I'm just
know.
gonna be that guy and just switch it up a little bit. I'm gonna say
So-
Pats Packers.
So you
Pats.
think Aaron Rodgers is going to lead them the whole way to face the Patriots? In the
Aaron
Super Bowl?
Rodgers isn't gonna lead them? He's gonna get a lot of help from everybody. It's gonna
Not
have
if
to
Eddie
be.
Lacy has anything to say about it.
Speaking of a chump,
Yeah,
Lacey,
what a fuckboy.
what a slouch.
Yeah.
Who was worse this year, freaking Blunt or Lacey? Like both of
Lacy.
those guys are
Lacy.
so slow,
Lazy.
sluggish.
At least
It's-
Blunt
it's
was on the
close.
fucking field.
Oh, that was just painful to watch
if we
this year.
count up until Blunt got hurt, I'd probably say Lacy was worse. But Lacy has played a little bit more.
Well, he's been trying to keep his job.
Pathetic.
Absolutely pathetic.
But yeah, I'm gonna say Pats
So
Packers.
Pats Packers, who wins?
Pats win by 6. No, I'm gonna
Homer.
say
7.
I'm gonna say 21-13.
21-13.
21-13 Pats win.
Specific numbers even.
Yep. Fuck you
I'm
and
gonna
your
say. I'm gonna say the Texans take it all the way. No,
Wow.
real talk.
And I'm gonna say this is your last show.
Real talk. I've been saying it.
No, you can't
for,
say that. Justin already threw the wild card out.
Yeah.
This is how it's gonna go, gentlemen.
Wild card
It's
weekend.
going to be.
Panthers, Cam Newton.
Hold on. Let me. Are
We
you ready
all
for
knew
this?
what we know.
Dun, dun, tss, tss, tss. Dun, dun. Okay, so this is going to be the battle right here. It's going to be the big, bad, evil Tom Brady and his evil regime of Patriots going against
Did
Cam
you just
Newton.
refer to your home team as the Patriots?
Yes.
I think you need to go take
Because
a
of the
bath.
big, bad
I think you need to
Patriots.
take a bath and think about your life.
They only win because they cheat, and they're just the only way they can win.
Pats are cheaters.
This is how it's going to go. Ooh, thank you. Defending Super Bowl champions, Tom Brady and the Patriots go against the Golden Boy and the Rising Stars, Carolina Panthers.
Is this like Lex Luthor versus Superman or something right now?
Do you bleed?
Is Tom Brady Lex Luthor?
You will. No, this is how it's going to be. We're going to go in. It's going to be a shootout. Cam Newton's going to bomb a bunch of points on us. Tom Brady's going to do the same thing. And we are going to go in and sack Cam Newton. My Cam Newton.
Jamie Collins, 5 sacks.
He's going to
3 straight
sack Cam
sacks.
Newton.
Jamie Collins.
Cam
Cam
Newton
Jones.
is going to fumble. We are going to recover, and we are going to win the game by a sack, fumble recovery in the Super Bowl. And
Scooped
Tom
up
Brady,
by Tom Brady coming off the
Tom Brady
sideline.
will win his fifth Super Bowl ring in Super Bowl 50. Tom Brady will beat the Panthers. That is going to be my Super Bowl prediction right there.
Oh, that's pretty bold.
That game is going to be amazing.
And there's
you know what
Mark's
though?
2 cents.
But you know what? That Patriots Cardinals game would also be just as good. I think that'd be a good matchup.
Pats Cardinals would be fun.
Actually, when we do watch Super Bowl, can you narrate
Imagine
it? Like
that
Morgan
dude,
Freeman?
Malcolm Butler on Larry Fitzgerald.
Ooh,
That'd be fun to
nice.
watch.
That'd be a
That'd be
tough
nice.
That'd be
matchup.
fun to watch.
It would be fun to watch.
Fitzgerald and Butler.
I think Larry's got too much.
I know this is like the end of the show, but can we
experience
just
on it.
kind of talk about Malcolm Butler a little bit? Like, there was zero expectation for him, and now he's a Pro Bowler.
He showed up and pretty much pulled that defense together.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
And
mean, he
what?
did better than I expected him to do.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
There wasn't the Jets game. He almost
And
had
worse
4
also at
picks,
the same
but
time.
ended up getting 3. Or was it 2?
Yeah,
2
he
picks
batted
and he,
some,
like-
bobbled a few, but like almost
Malcolm,
every,
dude, he's always around the ball, though.
He is.
Like, always
he's
around
not
the ball.
afraid to throw his body in any which direction and to try to block that ball.
No. I mean,
amazing.
dude, even the Miami game, they had a toss play out to the right, and he was locked up, and he literally just threw the guy and then just, like, blasted this dude in the midsection. Like, stopped like a freaking, could have been like a 20-yard run.
Yeah, for a dude the size of my freaking shoe, he's a beast.
Yeah.
He's a little rhinoceros. But, gentlemen, always fun. This is your 413 Radio. I am Dylan Fedora. We got Justin Brooks, Jonathan Peterson, and Mark Burkolt. This is your Pats Nation podcast. Tune in next time. All right, guys. Have a good one.
Toodles.
Toodles.